Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your girl Mary Ann. So if this is your first time on this channel, please do what you see on your screen by subscribing to my channel, and to my returning subscribers, my OGs, thank you guys so much for being so loyal, for sticking to this channel. I really love you guys so much. So without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Poetry in your body, you got it in everywhere.
So guys, you can tell that I am so excited. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm really excited. I'm so excited because this is going to be the first of its kind on my channel. I'm having a guest, as you can see, this chunk of a man sitting beside me. Or a boy. Should I call you a boy? This Odogu sitting beside me. So guys, here beside me is my friend. I think we'll be friends. Not like friends. We've known each other since we were teenagers, actually. And
now we are what?
And we'll be close friends for like
now we are what?
we are close friends. We'll be close friends for like a couple of years, I think. I mean, our friendship has not always been like sunshine and rainbows. We've had our fights. I think we fought previously. It's not been long.
Everybody always fight.
I'm not problematic. Please don't make it look like as if I'm problematic. See, let me stop rambling. Is here. Let him introduce himself, guys. Introduce yourself, please.
Okay. I'm actually happy to be here. I think it's like the second shoot that I'm doing. First one did not get onto the
Yeah, because of the quality was bad. I was using a very bad phone.
We actually, I think we almost fought in that one. So there
Did we?
was a lot of arguments. So I think part of the reasons why. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. My name is Emmanuel Easy. Most people call me Easy. And what do
Easy
I
as a
do?
king. He's the son of a king.
Dodo America. What do I do? I'm a hustler. I work both corporate jobs and
Business.
business wise. Your plug for event planning,
You're not doing
getting
event.
gadgets.
He's doing event planning.
I told you there are some things that are going on.
Thank you, Mister. I can do all things. Thanks for coming to our channel. Or thanks for being a guest on our channel. So, guys, we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day from a single's perspective. I mean, I'm single. He told me yesterday that he's in a complicated relationship. I actually thought that we're going to like have like a single's perspective. I don't want someone that I didn't think he was going to tell me that he's going to be in a complicated relationship. So
That's it finished now. That's it finished.
basically it's going to be like a single and a complicated person's perspective. Wait, I want to ask you, Manuel, like, what are you doing this Valentine's? Like during this Valentine, what are you going to be doing?
It falls on a Tuesday. I'll be at work. Sorry.
Then after work, what are you going to be doing?
My house, Lagos traffic will not even allow you plan.
Okay, what about the weekend of that week?
Let's just say not the usual, but definitely something nice. Go out,
It's who?
have fun. It's whoever is actually available. Like I said, it's a complicated relationship. So we are still trying to define the terms and the workings of the relationship. So whoever is available.
Well, for who dey for complicated relationship. We that we are single and proud. We are proud to be single.
But are you searching?
Well, I'm searching actually. I'm actually searching, but I'm not.
We are doing this question.
So basically, we're going to be touching all areas of this topic, and yes, we're going to be having our drink. Where's your glass? This are
When I'm ready, when I'm ready.
where's your glass? Let's give it. These are to hold the wine glass. Yeah,
Ah,
like this.
ah,
The stem.
okay. Ah,
Cheers. Once again.
my life in front of the camera.
What do you think about this day, this special day called Valentine? I mean, I have like a lot to say about this February 14, this special day. I don't want to call it a holiday because it's not recognized as a holiday,
Yeah.
but it's just a very special day. What do you like think about this day?
I would say some people have been like single for a very long time. Like, no, it's been very long. I would say it's from our perspective.
From your perspective?
When I see the treatment we are doing, from our perspective, is the day is like designated to torture us with scrolling through the statuses, check pages, IG everywhere, and they are left out. But then, as a person, though, as a person, I actually sometimes have I think as day to open. It's not like being single is like using my mind totally to the idea of like, I need the perfect person and all that. But Lagos can be Lagos. They hard to find. Because you don't be just in enter traffic, everything, one day, we don't give your time, with the stressful. So it's the idea of Valentine is really like that day to somehow give hope that okay, one day will come down. I think this thing fully and all.
Personally, I would think that February 14 should be like a day, especially where you can actually show love. I mean, it's okay. You should show love every other day of the week or the year. But I feel like that year shouldn't just be for for just people in relationships. And in Nigeria as a whole, we've made that day to be just day where singles are like this side, people that are in relationship are on this side. I mean, have you ever gifted someone that you're friends with, a gift on Valentine's Day that I really care about you so much. I love you. Like not, romantic kind of love, but that agape kind of love where you like, I love you. I love you as a person. I love how you've been in my life. And I just want to use this to show my appreciation and my love for you, as friends. Because whenever I scroll, down on social media, it's like I'm just seeing a lot of people. And the funny thing, is that these guys, 356 or 360 days in a year, apart from your lady's birthday, you don't buy her anything, you don't give her, you don't do anything. Not like even buy her. I don't even really see buying gifts as that special thing. Is for me it's like action. I mean, gifts, I love gifts a lot. I love gifts. It's though I know you are trying. I know he's already he's already jotting things down so you can attack me. I know you, Emmanuel. Calm down. Calm down. I love gifts. I mean, I love gifts more than the next girl. But I feel like personally for me, I like actions, like acts of service. I feel like it's very easy for you to just put a package together or just pay somebody money to buy you gifts. Like, yeah, you selling perfume, put perfume, put powder, put this, just package and send it as per gift. And then as a person, you would want to appreciate. But I feel like there's nothing intentional about this kind of gifts. It depends. I like gifts that are very, very thoughtful. I mean, expensive, but I mean thoughtful. I mean, every other day you can buy something for the person, but special days like this, the gift needs to have like some kind of meaning. Doesn't need to be something that you send somebody a DM. Please, my girlfriend's this is today, or today is Valentine. Put a package together, and that's all. Like, it needs to be intentional. And that would take me to like my points later on, because I have like a point to talk about. Yeah, and then these guys don't do anything, or these people. I don't want to say guys, major. Let's say women, guys and girls. They don't really do anything for their beloved every other day of the week. But that day is that day now that there is a lot of pressure. You want to show the world, you want to show everybody, even though the guy beat you up last night, or the girl was shacking another dude.
Hey, God.
That day, to show the whole world that yes, the relationship is as tight as ever. I feel like that's the whole thinking behind this Valentine's Day needs to be changed. I mean, we need to see it as not that day, not just that, like, not that day. I mean, it's a special day, but we should see it more than that. We should show love every other day, and we should use that particular day to show love to other people, not just people that we are dating or sleeping with. That's my own perspective about Valentine's Day.
First and foremost, I'm a child of God. I don't know that they did not tell me that people used to sleep with yourself. So I don't know where she's really the. But anyways, I think for me, my input, I would have loved to ask one question about, maybe let me just retrieve from my input first, so then I will now end with my question, because I was hearing a lot of the whole gifts. I'm like, okay, interesting. So for me, okay, yeah, thank God she knows I'm like very, very practical. I'm very logical. Like, if this is not what we do, let's say I'm in a relationship with somebody, and it's not something that we like really do. I don't see any point why you should just deviate into that norm because everybody does this thing. Like everybody in the relationship,
How do
this
you
is what they
mean?
do. Like, no, let's say for example, in a relationship, and maybe I'm not in a relationship with somebody who likes gifts per se. She
Mm.
just wants your attention or wants you to be there when she
Who doesn't
needs
like
you.
gifts?
Some persons, at this point, I'm not really sure if I
That
like
person does not
gifts
exist.
because then I'm like, okay, it rings in my head like I'm owing this person something because I'm not used to it, and I'm very sure many guys are not also used to receiving gifts
Doesn't mean they
because
don't like gifts.
well, it depends on the nature of the person now. Because when I receive a gift, I'm like, oh, I'm owing this person something, or I'm obliged to do something for this person in return. So the idea of
It's your
gifting,
Nigerian mentality.
sorry,
It's
but that
Nigerian
is
mentality that okay, if
it
you
is
buy gift for the person, they must
I'm,
buy gift for you. That's why
I'm
you're
very
feeling bad.
I'm very sure that some other persons watching this would still agree what I'm saying. Because the idea that I don't receive gift, I'm like, oh boy, I'd like say this person need one favor from me, something like that. So already like default mentality now, I'm owing this person something. So I would not really say I don't
But
like
that
gifts,
really
but
makes you're making my point.
it somehow puts the pressure on me as a person that okay, you have to do something for this person. Maybe not now, maybe later in future or something. Then that is also taking me to the idea of now gifting. Now because I'm not really used to giving out gifts, I feel like you can easily just send the person cash. Like you will figure out what you want to do with the money. Like everybody in Lagos
This is
this
what I'm
money.
saying. This is the point I'm trying to make. Like
Like generally everybody in Lagos, which babe does not need money in Lagos? Instead of paying somebody to pack everything inside box and they'll say 35K. If I send you 35K, we like say you don't taste it, I say 35K, you go, hey God, she send you plate of soup back.
no, I'm not saying
So
that nobody will not collect
already,
money
I feel like I'm
now.
plus. Then when you were saying gift has to be thoughtful. Generally, I feel if I should receive any gift from you or from anybody, I'm not saying like from anybody, it really has to be thoughtful. It does not have to be
Mm.
expensive per se. Because then if I tell you it's I won't buy, if you don't buy, if you don't get the money. But then I feel like okay, like for example, my last birthday, I was like, let me do this birthday this thing, and
He was begging for money on his
and
status.
I
Let me
was
tell you.
I
He was begging for
and
money on his status.
calm down now. They don't have to do and I was like, okay, first IELTS exam, a journal, a wristwatch. Like
Who
I was
the
even
hell
giving
writes
I was
journal
even
inside their wish list?
exactly but
Journal that they're giving for free.
as at that point I wanted a journal a really like not expensive but fancy type of journal and I did not really know where to get these things from. So I feel like okay, somebody be like this is very easy now, 1K, 2K, if you just run am. But I did not see the journal though. Somebody sent me 5K, somebody sent me 10K. Journal that was like part of the important things that anybody that knows me when I like writing things down. One I like looking at my writing, very fine. So I was like I needed a journal, but I did not know where to get it. Time from work would not even allow me to scout the market. And people like waiting on this journal, but I needed it. And nobody saw it like as anything important to give me a journal. So then when you are saying gifting, for me, gifting people is harder than any other thing because I'm like, what does this person want? What does this person want? And it's I feel like them just send you the money. I beg. You can think of 10,000 things for this
But then, are
money.
you really close to that person? Are you really friends with that person? Because when I talked about, not just Valentine's Day, not just should not just be about people in relationship. I mean, people in relationship can do their thing. It's quite fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like it should not just be that. You can show love to a number of people, and
Of
if
course,
if
why?
they are your friends, if they are your friends, you can show love to them. You can do something special for
Well,
them.
I feel
If
like
we, if it's to just tell them how you feel, like it could be some people have been friends for like years and their friends have not told them any sweet thing about themselves.
make you no cause wahala. There is reasons for this things
No,
now.
I'm just like
Nigeria,
use your church
yeah.
life for goodness. I'm not
But
saying that.
that's what I'm saying now. For example, now, because I say I'm very practical. Let's say I'm in a relationship now, and I've been friends with like you for a very long time, and I'm in a relationship with one new babe, and 2, 3 months into the relationship, I'm telling you, happy Valentine, so I wish we could spend time together. Let's say we've been doing it before I met this new babe. After you take my babe, we look at the message.
That's not what I was saying. I didn't say you
So
should
it's not
send
like a very
it.
practical approach to
No,
just be.
I didn't say you should send a
It's
two
not
face.
Nigerian of us. It's not really like
So we Nigerians, we are local savages,
not really local. We before we like read 10 minutes to one contest. Somebody sends you
but there
one.
are there are better ways to actually send a text, and anyone that reads it will understand what this person is saying. Okay, for
Maybe,
instance,
maybe.
you're friends with this person and you're like, just say your feelings. It could just be like, okay, I really like you as a person. Like, write down the attributes of this person that you actually like.
I
You know,
just
talk
come to my
about
head.
talk about how this person have been there for you in, their maybe your 3 years of being friends with that person. Send them a care package. Maybe something that that this person likes, or something that this person does as a job. You can just send something related to that. I mean, just show love. You should show love to anybody. Show love to your sisters, your
I concur
brothers,
actually. I actually
not
concur.
just your this thing. I mean, it seems like as if we're having like war on social media. Who has the best Valentine's gift? Who gives the best
That's
Valentine gift to
even if
their?
I'm in a relationship, I will never do that. I would.
I
I
think
feel
we are
like
go- we are going there now.
the babe would know that okay. I don't even feel like you should use the gifts to weigh.
This is the reason why I said Nigerian men are not romantic. Because
No,
look, no,
now
look at what you're saying.
you cannot use gifts to judge whether or how affectionate I am to you, how much I care for our relationship. Because then I can be, let's say I'm a high earner now, 7 figures, and but we are always quarreling. We fix dates, hangouts, and I'm always going out at the last minute. And it comes to Valentine, and I'm like, I'll make I just why one thing do for this babe, make you just feel among. I send you a bouquet of flowers, we arrange everything 100K, send you another one 100K, everything 250K. And you're like, yeah, you are posting it on social media. I'm like, oh, this one is smart. Already as a guy, you be like, oh, so that's her password. Make I just be so calm. It's I don't feel in this generation. I feel like a lot of people have gotten played from this whole gift thing. We passed through the BlackBerry era, the when iPhone first came out. So you should have watched up from everybody's face that gifting is really not a quantifier of love, something like that.
Well, I actually agree with you up to a point, and that point is the fact that, okay, fine, gifts is actually not a quantifier, but it don't mean that it's not necessary. And I stand by it when I say that Nigerian men are not romantic, because you would actually attack me and say Nigerian men are romantic. And let me clarify before people come after me. Yes, before people come after me now. The reason why I say Nigerian men are not romantic. I mean, Nigerian men are caring. Let's establish that fact. They do a lot for their women than
Okay.
mostly than any African man in the world. Like, they do more for their women. I actually accept
Not
that.
at least you said that one.
But
Just
they
not
are
like
not romantic. I mean, I can count the number of times. I mean, and that's zero. Honestly speaking, I can count the number of times that my mom has gotten, any gifts of
no,
some
no, no, no.
sort.
If we are going,
No,
if we are
calm
going
down.
there,
I want,
if
I
we are
want,
going there, if we are going there, we should not go back to the former generation.
no, I want to,
No,
I want to, I want to, I want to start from the
they did
roots.
not, they
Calm
did
down.
not
Let
have this
me,
exposure
let
that we
me,
are
let me
having.
start from the roots first before I get to our generation, Gen Z and millennials.
So I said
So,
our generation to follow.
let me start from there. So, growing up, like, I'm talking about my own perspective, so please don't come from it. It's my own point of view, basically. So I've seen, that I don't. In fact, sometimes we don't even celebrate birthdays. Like, it doesn't celebrate. My mom's birthday is not being celebrated. I don't. She doesn't receive any
But does she
gifts.
like celebrating them? Does she fancy these things?
She's
She might not
obviously
be a freak
fancy
for
it.
them.
She obviously fancy
You're
it.
just
And this is not
you're
me
assuming
going. This
now.
is not me coming after my dad. I know that that's the way they were raised. Obviously, they didn't see that
They're
from their
excused.
own family, from their own parents.
They're
You
excused.
understand? But I'm just trying to let you know where Nigerian men, as as a gender, or Nigerians as people, or Africans basically, are coming from what we have been exposed to. So I feel like we don't have that romantic bone in our body. You understand? Because basically, why do you have to wait till Valentine's Day before you can actually be intentional about the person that you are being with. Valentine's Day should be a plus, not the main. It should be like the dessert, the side meal, the side dish rather, not the main dish. Some guys wait until that day to show the world that this girl na the girl wey I dey date o, this is the girl that I'm with. You understand? When there's 1st of January, there's 5th of January, there's 1st of February, there's the 30th of February, there's every other day in month in the or in every year, like in this year, that you can actually do something for your partner, but you chose that February 14 because why? That's where every other person is going to be doing something special, and you don't want to miss out on that day.
But it actually depends, bro. Like I still said earlier, if we like I still said, when if I'm in a relationship and we don't do these things, like it's not part of what our relationship entails. I would, as a person, as a guy, sorry to any other big that maybe I would be in a relationship with after now or any other thing. I will not feel obliged to do them from my mind or like my heart. I would only be doing them so you don't feel left out. Now that's where you might now say, okay, the thoughtfulness of the gift will not be there. Because I'm still saying it. Many Nigerian, let me even say guys, we are not really used to. I don't know how. Maybe it's how we are raised. Maybe it's our culture or something. Most of us are not really used to the idea of gifting gifts per se. The idea in our heads is, run, give her money. She'll be able to. How many guys, even the ones that have been in relationship for 2 3 years,
But it's
knows the
something that
credit
should
that their
change.
baby
It's
uses?
something that,
That
but you
so
accept that
already
people are not romantic.
we are not saying it's now our idea of romanticism is not based on gifting. For
I'm not
most
even
of
talking about
us,
gifts. I'm talking about acts of
most
service now.
actors say that now that's what I'm coming to. For most guys, I feel our idea of romanticism is in act of service. Like, okay, babe, I need you to help me do this thing. Okay, I'll run it for you. Babe, I need you to help
That's
me.
not act of
So
service.
what does
Act of service is when you do something for somebody, like it's your love language. Do something for somebody without the person asking you to do it. It's not like as if you are trying to be nice. You hold this person in your heart, like very dearly in your heart. You want to do something special for this person. You go out of your way to do something for that person. It can be a lot of things. It can be, okay, your girlfriend is going to have a long day today, and you want to do something special for her. Then calm down.
romanticism?
That's not romantic. That's not you being romantic. It just act of service is everything in whole. You are being romantic, but there are different
Yeah, but
types.
some act of service might not really need to be any romantic gesture or anything.
It is the gesture alone is being romantic. You don't just do act of service for anybody. You do act of service for the gate man in your house, or do you do act of service
Yeah,
for any,
that's what that's how I wanted
so
to
is
come
you
in
being
with.
romantic now?
Now, for me, how I don't know. Maybe you people can drop the comments in the comment section.
How many guys do you know you're on a normal day, like let's remove birthday o, remove girlfriend, international girlfriend day, international boyfriend day, I'm talking about both genders. Remove birthday, remove this Valentine's day, remove Christmas because Christmas now is not a romantic holiday.
I think I believe in that.
Remove Christmas, remove New Year because those days are not romantic holidays. Let's remove all those days. If I remove international women day, because that one too you have to appreciate your
But
girlfriend as a
you will
woman.
not really appreciate us when it's international name.
Remove Mother's Day because some boyfriends and girlfriends now they're celebrating Mother's Day in advance for their unborn babies. And Father's Day. So let's remove all those ones because our Nigerian couples have turned those ones to romantic holidays.
Already, that's even already going far to show that in Nigeria we are quite, if not as much as romantic as maybe the Westerners and the old. But we are embracing this culture, both the one that fits into romantic setting, the one that does not fit into. We shall bring in that idea of romance. Yes, on the maybe on a very normal day, it might not really be that shown, like it might not be that obvious. But we try to, we try. I imagine, you know where they come from. You know how it took me coming from there to here. Some persons can interpret it as romantic gesture, but never this one.
How is it a
Never.
romantic gesture? Please, I don't take it as a romantic gesture.
It's not what we are
it's
saying.
not a romantic gesture.
If I had sent the money now, sorry, I cannot come.
I'll just take that as you apologizing because I told you earlier about today you coming on my channel even though you
We
came
are
late.
saying.
Let's even leave that. Let's not bring that.
Not
We
my
are talking
fault.
about Valentine's Day now.
Lagos is blocked. It's not my fault.
So I want to ask you, have you ever had like an elaborate Valentine's Day? Like does somebody
Uh,
doing something special for you?
uh, no, not really. Not really per se, because I would.
So who are the Nigerian men and women that are actually romantic? Because
And my
personally,
friends, so my friends. That's why I sometimes I like keeping them around because they help me to believe that it's possible to still find love in Lagos, in
so
Nigeria as
okay,
a
you've
whole.
not had
Yes.
any elaborate, but what have
Mm.
you witnessed from other people?
Okay, for some, there's one of my guys. He takes the whole week out, like out of his working schedule. They book a staycations in the shopping apartments. They do
Okay.
almost everything, even as far as going to TikTok videos. All this, they do basically everything, and I'm like, wow.
You book a short leg to do TikTok videos. Like
No, like the
what
whole weekend, the whole week,
they are going out.
they are booked. They are out of their normal space,
Mm,
like an
they are
outing.
together.
We cannot really afford like traveling to Bahamas and
Okay, so they are
like
inside the room together
no,
indoors
no,
or
not
something.
just only indoors. They go out now, but it's in different locations from where they are used to. It's like a short vacation kind of thing, but still
Okay.
in Lagos. So that's for that.
I was like, I was actually looking for something wrong in that. That's all this thing, but I didn't
No,
find.
no. What do you? I think we are Jesus boys here. Jesus, we don't. What you're saying is not what I'm saying.
Personally, I have not even had like an elaborate
No,
you know
I'm not bothered though.
Valentine's
I
Day.
think that when to come, and because let's say I'm quite picky, so I would not want to start something that you want to end quickly. It has to be the right person. Yes.
But personally, I just feel like a lot of my friends, I mean, even when they are in a relationship, I've not really seen that gang Valentine,
Sometimes
you know.
money can be the reason why. All this is expensive. Now, who will get cash? They actually plan Valentine's Day.
And I think the first time or the first and only time I've received gifts on Valentine's Day was when I was in part one
You had the boyfriend now.
in
You
university.
had the boyfriend now.
Yeah, I actually had a boyfriend then. And then
Lucky you.
the last time I actually got Valentine's Day, that one actually left me feeling traumatic. Like I still have trauma from that. Oh, because
Hey, what's the
I, w-
gift?
I went to collect the
Um,
item. I went to collect the gift item. And
okay.
guess what? There's like three of that same gift item with the person. Address from that address to this thing.
Eh,
Like
I need to got that thing.
I don't know the annoying part. I mean, me and this guy were not in a relationship, honestly speaking, and I wasn't even expecting
Why you
any
say it
gift.
was your boyfriend?
No, I'm talking that one. This is not the part two guy,
Okay,
part one
okay.
guy. This is another
So
person.
you've gotten like two.
Calm
What are
down
we
first
saying
now.
now?
That first one was the only one that counted. This second one now,
Okay.
this guy, we have just been talking. We are not yet officially boyfriend and girlfriend. So I wasn't really expecting any gifts, and I didn't do anything for him on my own. I think I was broke at that point, and I honestly speaking, I was even if I was
She's
broke,
not broke now.
I would want to buy something for the person, even if it's to borrow money. I'm not that stupid, sha, but I'm just trying to exaggerate that point that I would have actually bought something for this person, but I wasn't planning to because this guy we are just talking. And all of a sudden, I saw this guy post on his status who is selling Valentine's Day gift. That was already ratchet in my mind. How are you even allow the person receiving the gift to see the status? You are buying Valentine's gifts a day. This okay, let's say tomorrow is 14th of February. Today,
Exactly. I
you are
get
now posting on your status. Already in my book, I'm already counseling that this gift is not even well thought out.
So you see.
He didn't think
So
about
you are
this gift
saying.
before giving it to me. And then, okay, I get the call on that day to go and collect my Valentine's. Okay, the Valentine gift now that you've gotten to how many vendors to finally get the gift. Let me even see the gege. Maybe it's even bouquet of flowers or chocolate or my
Which
favorite
flowers are you
things.
talking about?
Only for me to come out and see gifts from that same person addressed to other people. I even saw it inside the guy's back seat of the person that delivered the car actually. So I was just like surprised. He gave me my own and he was searching for the names. Which one is my own? Yeah, they ran me streets on Valentine's Day.
You see. But then going by what you said now, you're like, how many of us?
I'm shocked.
If you go back to, I don't know, maybe you have to rewind back to few minutes from this moment. You were saying something about how many of us, even those not in a relationship, take out time to wish or do something thoughtful for our friends, ordinary friends. On Valentine's Day, it doesn't have to be you and somebody in a relationship. So that's, in his defense, might be what he's doing. Sending thoughtful gifts to his other friends.
Don't try
But
that.
then you see that the truth of the matter is, yeah, and I we always that
So
this
all
is
his
part
friends,
of
all his friends now like the same thing now.
this is part of what I'm saying. Is that's part of like most of the arguments we have is why it's very difficult to please Nigerian women, to be very honest. Because
So all his friends
if
now like the same thing.
now you what of if he does not really have time to be thoughtful for them, but he felt like
Why
it's
send the
very good
gift?
for you,
Why
he
send the
might
gift?
just reciprocate to
Why
the other
send the
person.
gifts after all? Why don't you just wait? Like I mean, there was no point. In fact, the annoying part, the fact that you even allowed me to see that you're buying Valentine's Day gifts
He did not
from
know
me
the guy would.
on your status. You are advertising on your
Yeah,
status.
that is quite.
You allowed me to see. You
Yes.
could not even mute me. At least respect me to the point that you have to mute
So
me.
this,
Let it be a surprise.
It might be he does not have game. In this whole relationship thing, in this whole.
Forget. I know.
As a guy, you need to have game. You need to know how to
Guys
bring
always
surprises, how
do
to do this
whatever
thing.
they want to
So
do for
it
the girls that
depends.
they like.
Either two things. He does not have game, or he does not really cherish the relationship you were thinking. Maybe two of you are not
As
the
I
same
like me,
page.
I have standards. I have
So it
standards. So
depends.
that kind of thing is not going to just fly because what?
And
After advertising on your status, you're not sending the same gifts to how many people.
he might have changed now. Maybe he should.
And I'm even sure the guy that even delivered, the guy was looking at me like, see this dumb girl collecting gifts that they're giving to three
A man is
different
trying to
people.
get the bag. Please leave the rest of his job.
Honestly speaking, I really
But then the main thing with I I think as Nigerians, as Africans, even though sometimes I don't like to associate much with Nigerian women, as Nigerians we should know and accept that we are borrowing these holidays, these ideas into our culture. And that's why I still said we should not take it back to our parents. They are not used to these things. So even if you want to start bringing older generations, it's really not fair on them. But for we that we are trying to imitate some of these cultures into like our way of life, it's going to be a gradual process. I think we should take it easy on people, most especially those people staying in Lagos. It's already hard. It's already hard. So now taking out time from your busy schedule, 2 weeks after, 1 month after, to plan a nice gift, a very thoughtful gift for one significant person, it really is difficult because you have to consider finances, then
yeah.
the major whether this person would appreciate what you are even doing. Because for me, I hate wasting time. It's better I send you. It's better I send you cash. Let me know that okay, and maybe after 3 weeks, I'm like, what did you even get? Maybe you went to the spa or you got your makeup whatever or whatever. It's better than I take out time and buy something I feel is thoughtful. Maybe like a tote bag or one special something I don't see with you and I think you can maybe need it 1 or 2 times and you're like, see yourself, your mates are bringing bouquet of flower, your mates are sending you 50K alert.
But really, your mates
And
are sending a bouquet of flowers.
this is what I'm saying. I intentionally mentioned bouquet of flowers
Please, I want to ask all my ladies here, how many of you have actually received bouquet of
in
flowers
Nigeria.
in Nigeria? Because honestly speaking, I feel somehow when I see other girls receiving flowers and I haven't. The last flower I got was actually artificial flowers. You understand?
These things are. I'm not saying that my guys are broke out there, but then when you raise scale of preference and And like what will the babe actually do with the flower? You put it on your table, finish.
It's the fact that is
70K
what
gone,
those flowers
50K gone.
symbolize. You
Symbolizes
understand?
what? That credit alert cannot symbolize.
It symbolizes love. Flowers are actually fragile. It shows that you understand that this your girlfriend is like like an egg that you're going to treat her as such,
Then why don't
as
we buy credit
delicate.
of egg?
Stop. Why you
But
trying
then
to?
I know I'm trying to be very practical. Like how many? Okay, really, how many girls actually like flowers? Not the like normal flowers.
Everybody,
Only
everyone
you.
likes
Now
flowers.
the only one who has.
Everyone likes
You're always
flowers.
mentioning flowers everywhere, and I'm like, sure you not buy Ugu like this. But like for real, how many girls
Honestly, it's
actually
what
like
those
flowers?
flowers like symbolize. That's just it. And the fact that they are fresh, they smell good.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
our Lagos vendors are not helping us now. You price flowers and you tell me 70K for flower.
you can grow yours. Be an intentional man and grow flowers at the back of your house. Buy soil, go to YouTube, learn how to grow flowers in your backyard. If the flowers are expensive, buy the soil, grow it in your
So make
backyard.
I turn flower because of Valentine Day. So can we only say good?
Like, I like when people are so very intentional. If you
We'll
know
buy the
something.
flowers. Instead of me to talk to farmer, I'll buy the flower. Good. But really, like
Yes,
it
and
is
make your girl
serious.
happy, make
So
your
if okay, for example, let's even assume that a guy sends you a bouquet of flowers, price tag for the flowers, 120K. Do you still expect him to do any other thing after that?
I feel
And
like
like an average working guy in Lagos, like not those spending cash guys, like he's working, say his salary is 180K, 200K a
there
month.
are cheaper flowers than 100,000, 120,000 naira.
What is the cheapest? 50K,
You can
70K.
buy you can buy like a single. It can be like all these three rows like in one bunch.
Let's assume the
And
price tag is like 40, 50K.
eh,
Do you still expect him to do more? Like for that day?
yeah, because flowers are like the starter in the meal. Then there's the main course, there's the appetizer, and there's the dessert. Like appetizer comes obviously, like it's like okay, yes, it's like the flowers are like the appetizer
So
to the
you
main
expect him to
course.
do more and after this.
We do something more now. Like okay, flowers, like just like do you watch all these American movies when you get comes
No,
to
no,
take.
I get the idea, like the flower, I present the flower and everything. But that's why I said a Nigerian guy, a Lagos boy. You expect that after like coughing out 45K, 50K at least for flower, then this part will send it or he comes by himself.
You can do other things. Doesn't necessarily have to be
Then
flowers. Then
that's what I'm saying. Now there are other options, and we go for the other options that they glamorize on social media, WhatsApp statuses. You buy a box that we know the worth is not to 18K. Buy for 35K, 35K.
I would
And
feel like some of those gifts are not even from you guys' mind. If you just want to do it so that
so
your
that you
babe,
know, because
your babe will not be
funny
on your
enough
neck.
now is yes, because most times
Why?
even the single girls are complaining that they don't have anything to post on their statuses on Valentine's Day. So it's like you have to do something so she feels among her peers. So sometimes the guys just be like, make it look like say we'll get fights because she cannot do what her mates are doing.
Why can't you guys learn to adopt that kind of this
Okay,
thing?
let's say
Enjoy
for
it.
example now, I'm a guy who likes to travel
Mm-hmm.
and we are dating. And my idea of Valentine's Day is we should travel to a different state and spend 2, 3 days there. Would you pick that over your flower, your romantic?
Who says I cannot get flowers in wherever destination we are going to? Are they not selling flowers everywhere? Are they not selling gift items everywhere? Are they not selling designer bags everywhere? Are they not selling designer stuffs everywhere? Are they not selling stuffs packages everywhere? Can they not do money bouquet anywhere? Where are they not doing all those things? So if you are going to your destination, you carry the gift along.
How is that supposed to be a surprise if you didn't carry it along?
No, you arrange it. You arrange gift item to be arranged
Yeah, I don't know
there where
anybody.
you
I
are going.
just yeah,
That's why you have phone. We are in the era of technology
see why
where everything is advanced. Use your phone. You're using a iPhone. Google it. Who is selling so and so in so and so state or in so and so country?
bro is
Things are very easy.
kudos to all of you relationship. I say you are trying this.
I think
It's really,
men
it's
need to
it's
do
really,
more. They are
it's
not doing
really,
enough. Honestly speaking, I
Some
know
somehow not even really blame. Our economy is really hard on a lot of us. So
true.
to try and battle the economic crisis and still think of satisfying an insatiable Lagos babe. She's now Igbo.
We are not
For those of us
insatiable,
that are
please.
Igbo, bro,
We are not
this is.
insatiable, please.
But then, everybody's insatiable, both men and women. And I'm just trying to. But then it's. I would just say, for guys, yeah, we need to do more, but then we should. So I think the idea of trying to break the bank to please somebody, like buying gifts worth more than 50K, 100K, when you know is really above your means, it might shoot you in the leg. When you can do some normal things, these things you expect on a daily basis. For example, if I'm in a relationship and I know every month, like we are really on terms with ourselves, we do things, surprises and all. If I do the normal random surprise on that day, I actually feel she should still like appreciate it as much as not doing anything throughout the year and doing that major thing on just that one day.
Actually, I agree with that
That's
because that
all.
was my point. Fact that there's and that's actually what makes the whole day like so like every day is too much pressure on it because most of these people don't do anything on other days. So you see that your significant other is already building a lot of pressure. The expectations are very high. I want to see everything. I want to see flowers laid everywhere. I want to see designer stuffs everywhere because every other day you know you people are not doing anything for themselves. You're not surprising your beloved, you're not surprising your partner, you're not doing anything for them. So that particular day, that Valentine's Day, everything, the whole expectations from all the other days in the year, that day you must fulfill it. That day you must do everything, you must finish everything. And that's why there's all this unnecessary pressure that comes with Valentine's Day. You see, when it's almost like a month or a few weeks to Valentine's Day, the social media is already like roaring with a lot of memes.
But
Everybody is like putting pressure on themselves. People are already, showing screenshot of what their partner is going to do for them. Like the pressure is just too much and some of them are not even just real. I just feel like if we can cultivate that act of normalizing doing buying gift for people like every other day, doing something special for your partner every other day, the whole pressure will not be there. You won't feel it as much. Even you as a person, you won't feel that pressure on Valentine's Day because you know that on a normal day you are very sweet to your partner. You do a lot of things for your partner. You are very romantic. Anytime she comes back from work, you're doing something for her. You're trying to make her feel good. You understand? So that Valentine's Day, your in fact your babe will not even be thinking about it so much.
but then I want to ask, do you agree that somehow it's the ladies that are always putting pressure on the guys in that day?
The guys also feel pressure too because when you see your fellow man doing something for his babe, you also want to show up now as per you be man.
But we very African men, we like to show that we are capable. But do you feel like somehow the pressure is more from the girl expecting that even if on this day my friends are getting this, I must get this too? Do you feel that pressure is also from the ladies?
Yeah, I actually think that from ladies, I really cannot blame them because it also boils down to the point I was already trying to make. These girls are not being shown like constant love or romance every other day. You understand? And there's this special day that the world has already picked out as a day to show love, to show that romantic side of you. So you can't blame them for wanting to mount pressure. In fact, they will expect the whole world from you, and you better deliver the whole world that day.
Okay. So my let me shall be asking the questions. Now, my question is I'm very sure, like, funny enough, I do not even know. I thought she had never been in a relationship before. Right? So, we knew like for a very long time now. So, let's say I'm like this very big girl,
I'm actually a
now,
very good girl.
you're not
I'm
sure.
decent.
Yeah, okay, no, it is that, yeah, this girl. She's definitely decent. But then, in the number of relationships that you have been in, how many times have you given gifts to your partners? Now let's start from on Valentine's Day
I knew I was going to do this.
one and on
I
other
knew we were going to
days.
do this. I knew you were going to do this, and I'm prepared for you. I'm not really prepared, but I was expecting this question.
Yeah, she actually told me to send questions that I would ask, but I'm on the sports guy. I'm on the sports guy. Just kidding.
Okay, personally, I've actually bought gifts for my people that I've been in a relationship with. Like not even on Valentine's Day. I don't think I've actually been, except for that one time that was in part one when I got gifts. I've not been like in a relationship on Valentine's Day. I've actually always spent Valentine's Day, alone. Like, you know,
You are plenty.
so basic. But actually, I actually like care a lot about my friends. I love friendship a lot, and actually cherish friendship. Like I don't. I'm this kind of person. I love friendship a lot, so I like to do something for my friend. When I actually have the money, I like to spend on people that I care about. So personally, buying gifts or doing stuff for people is not something that is like very strange for me, or it's not something that I don't do. I actually do it. You get, but I've not really, been in a romantic space or relationship with somebody that I would definitely, buy something or go all out for that person on Valentine's Day. But I've actually done or bought gifts for my partners, like in a normal ordinary setting that's not,
Or you can ask
Valentine's
them.
Day.
You can ask them on our fingers.
It's a normal thing, so it's not something that can be counted. You understand? It's not something.
I'm having a hard time believing
Yes. I mean,
because let's not drag it too much.
I understand.
Let's go by what she's saying.
I know
I
that. I
believe
know
her.
that a lot of people don't actually, especially women. We don't always like see that we need to buy gifts for, our
Yeah, very.
guys.
I was going to that. Yeah.
But I feel like it comes from a place of not, having the means, most times the guy that you might actually be dating might actually be the one feeding you, giving you everything that you need, and you wanted to buy gift for that person. Basically, the person already have everything, and you can only do something your little way.
No, that is that. Thank God you were giving examples of act of service or things like that. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes there are some things that we do that you can do first. It has to come from understanding from both partners. For example, a girl, the earning capacity of your guy, and you're expecting to get the same type of gifts that your friends who are dating those guys and dating guys who are really like earning very high are getting. Already, that is like out of it. Secondly, a guy who knows the level that his baby is at. I feel like it would be like a red flag. You know your baby is really not earning that high, and she's getting you four sneakers as Valentine's Day gift, or she buys you PS4 or PS5 as Valentine's Day gift. Like, come sit down. Where did the money come from? So there are things that we can do. It can be, oh babe, we are going for a haircut today, and I'm going to follow you there. Babe that normally does not care where you barb your hair, just come back and look nice. So you're like, okay, we are going today, I'll pay from there, we'll go and eat and we come back. Like, the guy is already shocked that, wow, might even be having doubts that this babe that does not like to show me up is following me to the salon, sits down there to wait for me till the end, and we go out to eat. And like, bro, how many girls will do that for their guy? So already those, that's for me. That's why I say I really don't buy the idea of gift. I feel like what you actually do can help me because I would say I'm a very doubtful person. No matter of I love you can convince me unless I see what you do. Because the same way I really don't even like using the word I love you like that unless I can match it up with my energy. So if you cannot match up your whole whatever with your energy, like things that would clear my doubts, what then is it your gift? If you can see free money anywhere and buy gifts for anybody now. So for me, that's why I feel like this whole Valentine's Day gifts, everybody buy box. just dey enrich one vendor one side for no reason. Like I even dey reason
Let's not even go to that vendor sef, because those guys can actually be very annoying. They actually take too much, they take advantage of this whole situation,
is how we glamorize the
and
whole
they
this
they
thing
make
now.
things super expensive,
Yeah.
like super expensive. Like you make things too unnecessarily expensive, and it's really, and gifts that should not be so expensive. Why will you have to spend like up to 1 million because you want to give somebody a lot of
Say,
things?
well,
Like
it
it's
depends.
so
You have to be
annoying.
earning in that range to be able to do those
No,
things. So,
no, but sometimes it's mostly the
yes.
fault of these vendors. They actually hike prices like a lot,
If I cannot afford it, what's my business with the
because
vendor?
sometimes I would see like some of these
I'm not,
gift items that they price, and if I curate that gift box, I might not even spend up to like the
yeah,
price.
like you can, for guys that we are still managing things and stuff, under 20K, you go to the spa, get your nails done. Okay, for guys, I'm talking about guys, I'm not talking about, I don't know how much
I
you spend
fear,
on your hair and whatever.
I fear.
But
Say,
like,
oh, that's
you cut your
20K.
hair for 3K,
Am I going to do
2K,
threads?
3K, you maybe you are feeling fly, you do your manicure, your pedicure, everything under 5K, 7K. You guys got to eat at a very
Three
normal
thousand
cheap
naira
place.
food.
No, and
Yeah,
Lagos is
yeah,
expensive
yeah,
now.
Basira. I mean, when
Lagos
I say,
is
oh, that's
ex-
20K now, I'm asking now,
no, the
how
hair
much?
and the whole this thing for a guy is like 5K max. Then people are buying food, say you go to a fancy restaurant, 8K, 8K, okay, let's say 25K.
8,000 naira for food. You not drink water or juice. It's just the food that you came here for.
Most places they sell food for 5K per plate, 6K per
Which
plate now.
5K? Where is the food? Which place is that?
And my place is really, you know, yeah, normal guys.
There's no nice restaurant in
It's
that studio, I beg.
it's not going to, let me know, I'm not the free advertisement, sorry. I'm not the free advertisement.
But personally, I just feel like, apart from what you've said, which is actually true, like, I just feel like everybody needs to take a chill pill. It's just, I don't want to sound like every other single person in Lagos, because everybody keeps saying, there are people that are not in a relationship, they will say it's just a normal day, just a
No, no,
normal day.
it's
It's
not
not a
actually.
normal day. Like, let's just appreciate that it's
But
not a normal
then,
day. But don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just enjoy the day like everyone. Especially for me, on Valentine's Day, which is on a Tuesday.
on Tuesday, yeah,
I'm actually going to be
somewhere.
working during the day, but in the night I'm going to have time for myself. I'm going to be with my red wine, my favorite chocolates, movie on Netflix. Hopefully, this my favorite series is out by then.
Yes,
I'm sounding like what?
sound like a very single person. So you is single is too cool. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm actually single, but I mean, I'm not going to put too much pressure, because of I'm single. I did not kill anybody. I'm single. I didn't kill anybody. So basically, I'm going to be with my favorite movie. I'm going to be, enjoying myself, watching my favorite series. You know, looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
other. I might not even look at other people that are buying something. Like obviously, there's going to be a lot of, videos and pictures on social media to prepare single people. But even if I was in a relationship, like other, what am I going to get? Honestly speaking, let's even be serious, because some of my friends that are in a relationship, I don't want to really cast any of them. But I'm not sure they're going to get that gang
See, the truth
Valentine's
of the
gift.
matter is, most of the people who actually get those gifts that will make you start questioning whether God
Yeah,
loves
it's
you or
done.
God does not love you. They are majorly those people in the higher earning range. So, like, we know what our mates get now. I'm like, even if I had like a very serious
But if
relationship,
you have like a lot of money, will you buy expensive gifts for your baby?
if I have a lot of money, I will not celebrate my Valentine's as every other day, gift or gift not. We cannot do the same thing we do in a very normal day. You get, even if I don't have a lot of money, the fact that I'm somebody who I'm very confident about, I would at most, might not be that particular day. That's a very funny thing. Something like a Tuesday, my working schedule from 7:30, 8 o'clock till 6:30, and I'm coming home by 9:10. I are telling me let's go out for work. Who and who? And I'll do the same thing again the next day. You can probably shift it to the weekend. Then we do something worth you get. Right, I don't do small things now. Normal. But
Complicated relationship. If you are watching this, make sure you owe this guy on February
not do it.
14th.
No,
Yes.
it's a Tuesday, cancel it. Like, cancel it. I'm not doing it. I'm not
Oh,
stressing
this
after
guy.
work.
But what
You
do you
know?
think Valentine's Day you think people should actually go for? Like, What kind of gift do you think people should actually gift themselves on Valentine's Day?
Um, for a guy gifting a babe, if you are really like boxed up, first and first, all her makeup and cream, settle that one first. Bro, it's very settle it first.
Actually, skincare is very
Settle it
important.
first. Then that's when you now start thinking of the thoughtfulness, maybe one or two things that has been mentioned
Are you
at some
sure? Are you sure
point.
you know Nigerian babe? I would have said first thing first. If you are gifting a Nigerian babe as a guy, first is ego, hold the
So
money, ego, keep the money, and then for social
I was
media,
criticized for saying sending money. Oh. I was
I'm just saying, no, but not just money alone. So for her to show her other girls that a guy, you know, is trying, buy something that she can photograph and show
why
on
does
social media.
say sometimes this is why relationships like happen. Why do we have to include third party to show that I'm trying as a guy in the relationship? You are showing
because
your babe.
because girls like validation from whether we like to to say it or not. We like validation. We just
Just
like
want
to
to
show
something
off.
that you show your other girls. You know I am doing what we have like what
We just want to show the
you know
girls
why I
that
have issues
yes.
with this thing is this babe would actually not have any issue with what you are doing for her until she shows her friends and they're like, what is this? And then the doubt comes in play. He's not even doing enough. It's like this guy does not. That is why I really have issues with having the third party say, not really say, but opinion. Like, do something for a babe. She's now going to her friends. See what my guys like. Why?
So
Why?
far she's happy already. She's coming with that.
But it changes some people's opinions, some girls' opinions.
Well, let's leave that. You're trying to spoil my point. My point is, do that kind of maybe flowers everywhere. Give her a massage, a foot rub, lick her down there very well. Give her some good licking. You understand?
Looking from where to where.
People, people that are people that are mature, they know. Give her some, make her feel good. Let her detox all the stress that she has been experiencing, and then
Strong.
then buy her like gifts, and then for girls to guys, basically, yeah, just buy. I feel
So how
like I feel
elaborate.
like
Everybody heard how elaborate we are
I
when
feel
you're
like
expecting.
I feel like he was waiting for me. He's waiting for me to
It's
fall
very
his
obvious.
hand.
It's very obvious now. So for guys,
But guys, I'm not really equipped in that part. But I feel like personally, if I was a guy, I would really want to get like gift items, maybe things I would like maybe clothes, perfumes, skincare,
the classical things. Clothes, don't be deceived. Boxers are singlets. If they try, they buy you hoodie, 6K. If they try, oh god, the see finish is too much.
They maybe
Go
probably
on,
take him, probably like cook his favorite meal, because we are trying
the
to
average no.
like not spend too much money, because we are queens and we like to save for the rainy day. So when our man don't have, we can come in. You understand? So like buying gifts. I'm just joking. Calm down now. But basically, just
God.
for him in whatever way that you think that he will appreciate
No,
more.
we have to elaborate. But you see how you are very.
Because I'm a
You're
woman, for
very.
goodness sake, I'm not a man. As a
How
guy,
how
what do
then?
you okay,
How then?
as a guy, what do you think women
I
want?
already gave examples now, and I was like, we would do things we don't do on a normal day, and I already made mention of all these things. Our skincare is the first thing you
Okay,
set
for
so
guys,
that.
women to guy, what would you suggest? As a guy, what would you
I'm
want?
a
What
guy.
would you
You're
like?
supposed to surprise me. Am I supposed to be telling you what to surprise me?
Okay, ladies, surprise him. Surprise him with anything that you want.
With? So at least now everybody can see the what is really not the guys. Because now we won't have to put into consideration that, like I said, some people when you give gifts, they feel they are indebted to you, or when they give you gifts, they feel you should respect the same energy. So now I have somebody like this as a babe, and I've done all the things I mentioned that I would do for her. And she's like, you cook my favorite meal. You really not cook it before.
I'm just trying to let you know, like,
You're not cooking for
romantic
everyone that
gestures
you
or things that you can actually do for your partner on Valentine's
you're not
Day.
being specific to the day. You get I've been I've
Okay,
tried.
okay, as a guy now, what would you think other guys would like?
Why?
Like, let us know. Okay, now that we don't know.
And that's what I said too. If we tell you what we want, you might not be able to afford them. For example, I've always wanted to have a maybe not original
Let's talk about
Richard
general.
Mille,
General, what would general guys like?
a very good wristwatch, not the average ones, not the
Richard Mille.
Richard Mille like 75, 95K.
I think they should just tell we women to turn to arm robbers.
But we can buy flour that you will keep on that will die after 1 week for 60K.
Not just any flower, that's be accompanied with money. You understand? These are the flower bouquet. You know, with
Not
money.
from Igbo girls, guy.
So is wristwatch that is it people problem?
No, but I'm saying general. Every guy likes
That's
wristwatch.
like a bad boys now. They have the second of everything. You want Richard Mille,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
get it.
we know as guys, we know what we love. We know how to verify these things. You cannot buy a like an original sneakers for a guy, unless maybe funny enough, there's some guys who don't know how to pay for these things. So you know, like sneakers, wristwatch is.
And the sneakers is still
For
better.
example, you
And
might thoughtful gifts. You might visit your guy. You're like, bro, or
you can buy a
babe,
jersey. You can buy a jersey.
babe. This is your bed sheet for the past 5 months. You buy a new bed sheet. It's matching to
Oh,
the
bedsheet is
covers.
your is it guys?
No, I'm not saying. I'm like thoughtful gifts. Like I'm saying, you don't have to break the bank.
No, I like how
Things
simple
like
that
that.
they are.
You get
Buy
no.
bed sheets.
Guys are not
Buy
simple. I'm just a simple guy. I don't like the
buy
whole
bed sheets.
extra
God,
extra.
give me that kind of boyfriend, but
So
you buy me flowers and give me money. Oh, I'll buy bed sheets for you. Don't worry. Plenty bed sheets is plenty in the market. I'll buy proper ones. Full everywhere. Five.
I rest my case. This is what we are saying.
So guys, I think we've like analyzed the whole topic like from beginning to the end, you know, to getting or gives ideas for your partner, whether female or male, you know. And I basically enjoyed myself while talking about this. Feel free to, you know, give us your own perspective, your own point of view. Share with
Yeah.
us in the comment section. I really enjoyed talking about this topic, and I want to say thank you to my guests for, you know, featuring on this vlog. You know, see you guys in my next video. I really love you guys. Have a nice day. Bye. Let's do cheers to a new dispensation, to finding love next year, so we'll not be single next.
I'm not in a hurry.